friends, today we are going to solve two problems. One problem is to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit, and other problem is simply printing simple interest. So let's get started. So let's first solve our first problem, which is conversion of Celsius to Fahrenheit. So I will put a mark down and then hashtag, and then I will just give a heading Celsius to Fahrenheit. So now let's get started with the printing of code. So I would recommend that if you write your code if you write or pen down your code on a paper, then it's rather easier to implement it on the computer. While if you straight away start with the computer, then it might be a bit difficult to you. So I would recommend first pen down your solution and then head on to writing on the computer. So let's pen down our solution. So we will I can pen down it on, if you want, you can pen down it on the computer itself. You can just add some notes there. Like I said in the previous video, you can just add hash in front of whatever you write so that Python can ignore it. And in each and every sentence, whenever you change your line, then do not forget to put hash. So first of all, we will take a variable x, which will be a, which will be user input. So I forgot to tell you that if you want to take user input, so let's just forget about this solution. Let's just start with another thing, that is so if you want to take user input from the user, of course, then you can simply take a variable a, then we can press is equals to, then you can simply write input, enter a number, any note or anything, any comment you want to add, you can add it here, enter a number. And now you can simply press Control Enter. Enter your name, because input only allows string. It allows number as well, but it's recommended that we use it for string only. Hershey. So it printed Hershey. It took the user input and it printed Hershey. But now I will change this, enter a number. Now you will know why I recommended that you should not do it with numbers, this input, because now if you take input and then let's take another variable and then also the same thing. Basically we can just control and then enter. Alright, a into b, we will just simply do multiplication. I feel so it will not allow, but let's see. See, it will throw an error that input is used for string, not for numbers. So if you want to multiply, then there's a trick. We can just add int in front of this and another int here. This will convert it to integer. Now it will not allow string like it allowed us to enter numbers, but it won't allow us to enter string as well. Now, like if I will write Herschel here, then it would throw an error that Herschel is not an integer. Now I will do it with numbers 5 and 6 and it press and then it gives 30 as the output. So this was how we take user input. Now let's head on to the problem. So we will take C, which tells Celsius, which indicates Celsius, and we will write it as int input. Take user input. If we want, we can add a comment, but I don't feel like doing so. Now, if we want, we can take variable, but if we don't want, we cannot. It's upon us. But it would look rather proper if we do it in a variable. So F tells the F indicates Fahrenheit. Now we will write the formula, which is C into 9 by 5 plus 32, and the brackets as well around these. Yeah. Alright. Now let's print F. Because we don't want to print Celsius value, we want to print Fahrenheit value. Sorry, I wrote the spell a bit wrong. Print. Alright. Now let's print F. Let me check. Yes. So now let me give the input as 0. The output is correct because 0 degrees Celsius is equals to 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, so this was correct. Now let's head on to our another problem, which is printing SI, which is printing simple interest. Let's do markdown. Conversion of mod printing. Sorry. Printing. If I give space here as well, then it will look bigger. Printing SI or simple interest. Alright. Alright, now I will insert a cell below. Sorry, the spelling went wrong. Alright, now I will insert a cell below, and now let's take the values, which is the formula of printing simple interest is very simple. SI is equals to P into R into T divided by 100. So we need to take principal amount, which is int input or user input, and now we can add a comment here, which is enter principal amount, and now T, which is time. T is equals to user input, enter time. Alright, now P into R now rate is equals to int input, and now enter rate. Sorry, I forgot to mention it in one. Commas. Alright. Now let's print the form. Now let's SI variable and let's put the formula here, which is P into R into T. I would strongly recommend to put brackets. If you want, you can put. If you don't want, you cannot put. But it is rather safer and looks systematic. Divided by 100. Now enter principal amount. Let's enter the principal amount. 3,500 time to rate 90. Okay, there was a problem here. I forgot to write print. Forgot to write print SI. Now I feel it would run fine. 3,500 time is 2 years and rate is 90. And the simple interest is 6,300. It's correct, perfect. We will, in the other video or the next video, we will be talking about booleans probably. Thank you.